Hello everyone, my name is Mark Willis. This is day 2 of the Decontam. Cleaning up the instruments. Alright, give me a second. Alright. Have my cleaning utensils right here. Have my Decontam scrub brushes. I use this at my job to clean the pumps. A little Brillo. Pipe cleaner or pipe scrubber. Surgical scrub brush. Has a little descaling tool. Alright. So now I'm gonna prep my station. I'm using hot water. Hope everyone's doing okay. Full uniform. I have the booties on. Hopefully you can see them. Hold on. Yep. I'm using Ajax. Bam, bam. Now, as in the video, I'm getting my station ready for the Decontam, the cleaning of the utensils or the equipment, whatever you want to call it. I have my sterile package. I have 4. Of course, the biggest one for the suction tube. For the suction pool. Bam. Alright. It's hot enough. Alright, so here are the dirty equipment. As you can see, I have ketchup. Yeah, well, I have ketchup and I have a little hair in there, so that's excellent. I have the poultry gravy right here. I have the beet heat. And I have the Capital City mumbo sauce right here. So I guess all of this these things can resemble plasma, blood, matter. So, yeah. So, have my brush. I'm first going to start with the suction tool. I got the full instrument submerged. And I am washing it while I'm scrubbing it. I think the scrub brush would pretty much do most of these tools justice. Even though most of the equipment didn't have too much stains on the handle, but it makes no sense to decontam one part of the tool. Decontamination should be the whole tool, clean and sterilize and make sure everything's fine, ready for use for the next procedure. Scrubbing all sides of the handle. The tube as well, the entrance to the suction tube. I'm gonna step back down, let the water get into it. I'm gonna keep my brush in the water. Now, I'm gonna try the scrub brush. See how far you get up in there? Okay. It gets all the way in there. Try it again. Put a little soap in there, as you can see. Use a little hook for the handle to get all the way in there. So as you can see, I'm pressing the liquid up through the pores of the suction tube. It's gonna be the third time doing it. While me clean the inside of this utensil, I'm holding it down so all the excess water could drain out. Let it drip down, resubmerge it. There we go. One piece of the equipment. Now, I'm going for the forceps. See the bead, the dry bead pretty much dried nicely. Resembles blood. There we go. See the lock joints. Look at that. This could be trivial. This can be a very, 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 very. Whew. Oh man. All right, so I'm a little nervous, so bear with me. Got the forceps submerged. While the equipment is submerged, I am scrubbing with the brush. I think these brushes will be perfect for the forceps and the suction tubing, or the suction utensil. Scrubbing all sides. I'm gonna open the teeth. I'm scrubbing firmly. Sorry, pressing down firmly. The good thing about these scrub brushes, they have two sides, and two sizes. Want to make sure you get the lock joints, both sides. Open it up as wide as you can. Bam. Scrubbing hard as I can. Going to the teeth. can never be sure I make sure everything's clean. Doing some inspection with the teeth. The jaws look relatively clean. Animals. Yeah. That's my cat in the background. She being a little jerk. So after I'm scrubbing, while I'm scrubbing, I'm still inspecting the instrument, making sure there's no chips, no rust. Even though this equipment is brand new, we'll make sure it's like nothing, no kind of defect in it. So after scrubbing, get the handles, get the lock joints, both sides. Put that in the water, let it sit. The second forcep has poultry season. It's dried. Okay. Hopefully you can see that properly. Look at that. That is wild. So I'm letting it sit. Man. Even though this is not the sink that we use in the sterile processing department, but I don't have one of those, dividing sinks. So I'm using everything, have everything sit. My plan is to let everything soak. I have another the last forcep that has the dry ketchup on it. As you can see, it looks yucky. So I'm gonna let that sit as well. I'm gonna add more Ajax. A little more water. Hope this video finds everyone well. So now I'm gonna let it sit. Forceps. While everything's sitting, everything's submerging for a little bit, I'm gonna sit for like a few more seconds. Then I'm gonna get the scrubbing. After the scrub is done, I'm gonna dry everything down. I'm gonna reprocess it. Look at that. Got the scrubber right here. Again, only use 2 instruments for cleaning. The tube, well, the scrub brush for the suction tube cleans inside, and the regular toothbrush scrubber. So here we go. While I submerge, I'm cleaning the forceps. Open the joints. The ketchup really got in there. Started to turn colors super fast. I don't know how that's possible, but I'll let this sit overnight. I don't know if you noticed, but some of the etching, the encoding is coming off. I mean, I am using Ajax Ultra. I don't think it's that strong to have some of the etching, well, melt some of the etching. Alright, scrubbing the brush, scrubbing the locks, handles, turn out the side, repeat the same progress, handles, locks. Now I'm gonna open everything up. Check the teeth. Still has some ketchup in there. Scrub it. Whoa. Be careful with these joints. Even though these utensils are brand new, you will make sure you don't puncture your gloves. Some of these instruments are not sharp. We get right here to the groove, little joints. They can pinch your PPE, aka your gloves. And depending on the strength of the cleanser or the detergent you're using, it can burn your hands. So I used to work in Pico. I used to pull meters, service termination. So when people didn't pay their bill, I temporarily disconnect the service. Every day before we leave the base, we have to check our PPE, aka our rubber gloves. You put it on some kind of suction thing. It blasts air through it, so it's supposed to expand the gloves, and then you press the gloves to make sure you hear any air coming out. If you heard any air coming out, you had a hole in it. So wear the proper PPE. No matter if you're cutting electric, doing sterile processing, anything that has dangerous materials. For instance, working at Pico, I cut electric every day, cut off people's electric every day, or I restore it. That one hole could be disastrous. So that's the second forcep. Now I'm going to the third and final one. This one has the gravy, the poultry season on it. I let it submerge, so pretty much all of it's almost gone just by sitting down. A vigorous scrub, top and bottom, jaw, locks, and handles. Both sides. Jaw, locks, and handles. The teeth right here, aka the locks. Scrub that as well. Other side. Open them up. Check the teeth. See, I don't know if you can see it or not. You gotta make sure you clean everything. I still have some kind of turkey gravy in it, or poultry gravy in it. So I'm gonna submerge it again, wash it underwater. I'm gonna clean it. Turn it around to the other side. Go over everything. Close the bad boy up. Scrubbing. So back to the part with the gloves, the PPE. You want to make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. You know, you want to take your time and decontaminate, sterilizing this equipment, because it will be in use again. So now, after I scrubbed everything, I'm gonna make sure I ain't leave anything. Everything looks good. Bam. Hopefully you can see it. Bam. That's one. Inspecting again. Now, another thing I noticed about these forceps, want to make sure you get the little grooves in here. See the little joints in there? Make sure you get in there as well. So just to make sure, I'm gonna go back. Look like I got everything. Again, with a lock set, the box locks, check the joints, scrub them in there. The big boys. Scrubbing. Alrighty. There we go. Got inside the grooves. Now, put the suction tool back in the water. I'm gonna drain the water, the decontaminated water. Bam. Now, I'm gonna run the hot water through it. In the sterile processing department, you have a tray. I don't have a tray, but you know, checking them, going over everything, doing the final check as I rinse all the detergent off. Making sure everything has its integrity. Bang, bang, bang. Forceps. Your gloves can protect you from the temperature of the hot water. Checking everything, making sure everything looks good, make sure it's clean. Another one. And a suction tool. Careful using hot water and the steel and the metal and the alloys. This bad boy becomes very hot. Everything is clean, rinsed properly. So now I'm going to dry everything off. Bam. Lockbox joints. So with the sterilization process on the used tool instruments, I use the brush right here and the pipe cleaner, pipe scrubber. Personally, I think this worked great. I didn't have to use the surgical scrub brush, so this will be used for another time. It's always great to find, it's always great to use the materials to clean the best way, the proper way, and the safest way. Using the proper tools can always, save money in the long run. So I'm glad I have to open none of that. Now I'm about to deglove. Don't forget to wash your hands. Soap and water. Hot, cold water. You know. "20 seconds. Get on the fingernails. Put a little hot water in that bad boy. Bam. Dry your hands. my gloves with me. Oh my goodness.